25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Runs over it, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about our season-open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a long night.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Back to throw. Cohen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cohen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fielded just inside the 30. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Leopard!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, that's Clayton. And again they stuff him. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up second down.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Shifts free at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He may try and run for this. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Cohen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they go option to the right. Mixon with a 1st down carry. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Cohen. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Fights him off. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Green 90. Green 90.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now it's Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And out now, here come the Bengals.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try to run some offense that way?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cohen. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10. Cohen out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Cohen. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Cohen. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing on 1st down. Cohen. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. Cohen. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To throw on 2nd down, Cohen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Slow. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Slow.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Play action. Cohen. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
On 3rd down, Cohen. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cohen escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now here comes Kansas City. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Cohen going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
To throw on 3rd down, Cohen. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go.
Operating from the gun. Cohen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness.
And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run again with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run it here with Hunt, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hill. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bengals getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not
under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Cohen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Cohen. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Hunt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.